Hey scholars! So today I want to read this book called Harry by the Sea. Now there's a special reason that I want to read this book. It's because lately I've been going to the same place that Harry goes in this book because it's summer. Maybe you've been going to that place too. That place is the beach. I go there every Wednesday with my family. It's a tradition we started. So in this book, we'll read about Harry going to the beach with his family. Harry by the Sea. Harry by the Sea by George Zion, and pictures by Margaret Bloy Graham. Harry was a white dog with black spots who liked everything about the seashore except the hot sun. Scholars, seashore is just another name for the beach. One day, when the sun was hotter than ever, Harry looked for a shady place to sit. But when he tried to get under the family's beach umbrella, it was too crowded and the family made him leave. When he crawled into the children's sand castle, the walls fell in and the children chased him away. He walked in the shade that a lady made. What do you think happens with the lady? She became angry and made him stop following her. "Get lost," she said. She was very annoyed. The sun was very hot, and Harry had walked a long way from the main beach. He was tired, so he sat down at the water's edge. All of a sudden, a big wave came from behind and crashed right on top of him. That's happened to me before. How about you, scholars? When the wave rolled back, Harry was left floating in the water. He was completely covered with seaweed. He didn't even look like a dog anymore. He looked like something from the bottom of the sea. Look at him there. He looks so silly. Suddenly, a lady saw him floating toward her. "Help! Help! Help!" she shrieked. "It's a sea monster!" The lifeguard heard her and he blew his whistle. "Everybody out!" he shouted. "Everybody out!" Everyone ran out of the water, and so did Harry. He was still covered with cold, wet seaweed. It made him feel cool and comfortable. And now he didn't mind the sun at all. He felt so good, he started running back to his family. On his way, some people saw him. "It's a sea serpent!" one of them screamed. "It's a giant sandworm!" shrieked another. Harry had water in his ears and he could hardly hear them. He kept on running towards the main beach. When he got there, Harry stopped and stared. Instead of just his family's umbrella, now there were hundreds of them. They were all striped just like his family's. Harry couldn't tell one umbrella from the other. Scholars, that has happened to me before also. It just happened to me yesterday. Harry couldn't tell one umbrella from another, and suddenly 2 beach attendants saw him. "Holy smoke!" one of them gasped. "What's that?" "It's a bushy-backed sea slug!" exclaimed the other. They whispered for a moment, and then they ran. It seems like everyone's afraid of Harry now. Harry went from umbrella to umbrella, but he couldn't find his family. Everyone wore sun hats, and sunglasses, and everyone used suntan oil, just like his family. Harry looked and sniffed very hard, but it was no use. He couldn't tell one family from another. Suddenly, the two beach attendants came running back, carrying a big trash basket. They ran toward Harry. "Stand back," one of them said to the crowd. "We're going to catch it and take it to the aquarium," said the other. Sounds like we're getting to the problem of the story. Then they tiptoed right up behind Harry and raised the trash basket over his head. Harry didn't know the beach attendants were behind him. He was listening to something. He thought he heard someone calling his name. Hey, there it was again. "Harry! Harry! Harry!" Now Harry was sure. He didn't wait another second. Just as the basket came down, what do you think happened? He ran right out from under the basket. It happened just so fast. The beach attendants just stood there with their mouths open. As he raced through the crowd, some people screamed, some people ran, and some people did both. But Harry paid no attention. He kept on running across the beach. When he got to the hot dog stand, he stopped and barked happily. Behind the counter, the hot dog man was shouting. It was his voice that Harry had heard. But Harry had water in his ears and he couldn't hear very well. The man wasn't shouting, "Harry, Harry, Harry." He was shouting, "Hurry, hurry, hurry, get 'em while they're hot." Harry still thought the man was calling his name. He barked and jumped with joy. He jumped so much that suddenly the seaweed all fell off. When the crowd saw that Harry was a dog, they gasped. They could hardly believe their eyes. All at once, Harry began to jump higher than ever. Scholars, how do you think they felt when they saw that he was a dog? Do you think they were scared? Were they sad? Were they happy? Were they relieved? How could they feel? He saw the children. They were running toward him. "Oh, Harry," they cried. "We heard you bark. We've been looking all over for you." Harry was so happy that he did a little dance. These are the children from his family. He was so happy to see his family again. The hot dog man was very grateful to Harry for bringing the crowd to his stand. He sold all the hot dogs he had. He gave Harry a free hamburger. The lady who had told Harry to get lost came along and brought him a drink. You're no sea monster," she said. "You're just a lost dog." Everyone laughed except the two children. "He's not lost," one of them said. "He's Harry and he's ours." They hurried off to join the rest of the family. The next time Harry's family went to the beach, they brought a new umbrella. Harry liked this one very much. It was white with black spots. No matter how crowded the beach became, it was easy to find. But the best part of all, it was big. And when the sand got very hot, there was room underneath for all of them, even Harry. The end. Okay, scholars, so we've read this beach story. I bet you have beach stories of your own. Now, there are going to be questions, you know it, under the questions tab. So make sure you read the questions and answer them in your packet. And at the top of the page for this story, what are you going to write? Harry by the Sea. You're going to write that in the line for title, right? Okay, keep watching the stories. I miss you guys. Hope you're having a great summer. Talk soon.